EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. His guys coming off their first loss of the year don't want to fall to 500 here. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And through the rain, here we go in Denver. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just a one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix holds on to it. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. Second down upcoming.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
What we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthier during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who were hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they could jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
Now Nix on third down. He's running for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Going for it on fourth, Nix. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 38.
There's the fake, here's Nix. He's got it at the 6. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's another Denver Broncos.
Dobbins on first and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in the top gear right here early on.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. In the shotgun, here's Browning. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Nix from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, we've been here once before already, Kate, and they converted on that 4th down. Hey, I wouldn't put it past him to try it again, but from this spot, I think most coaches would just punt it away.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Bengals all set to go for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. First call here coming from the shotgun. Browning from the gun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
A gain of 12. And a Bengal first down.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
This option play now on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go.
a 9-yard gain.
Good yardage run here for Brown. And This is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
This connects with Higgins. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Brown. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Counterplay, Brown. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your... If you could create space, you could get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Brownie. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fielded at the 7. Takes out a 1-stop.
The Broncos take over 1st down at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. They give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. It's a dime look defensively from the Bengals. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On the gun, here's McLaughlin. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Nix trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. They'll head up. 1st and 10 from the 42.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The handoff. This is McLaughlin. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
There's another carry for McLaughlin. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. Gotta keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Broncos first down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
24 yards. That's another Denver Broncos.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get 6 more on their early advantage. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. Juke the defender. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Kieran. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Browning. Set up the screen to Chase. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We'll pause now as trainers come out to work on an injured player. And this is certainly noteworthy because that is Jamar Chase who's hurt. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Nicks off the play action. He's going to keep it this time. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Running over center with McLaughlin. And he has this one past the 15. Will start downhill into Bengals territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
I'll go to McLaughlin again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Gain of 2. That's good for a Broncos.
Nicks holds on to it. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Broncos.
Give it to McLaughlin on the option. Has some space inside the 15. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. In the counter, McLaughlin. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Nicks looking to throw. Gets him on the in route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Nicks to throw. He'll have the first down and even more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Broncos push their lead to 18. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. He's Drive will begin with a run by Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's why you often see some some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Here's 2nd and 11. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So now here's 3rd and 5. To the air, Browning. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So here comes the Bronco offense. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. On the draw, they give it to Harvey. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Now Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Connecting on the slant. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Pickup with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd
on the gun, a carry by McLaughlin. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. First down throw. Here's Browning. Finds him over the middle. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
With on 2nd, it's Brown. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do. Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
2nd and 15. Hits him on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Drive entire. Straight, it's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing here, Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
A 4-yard loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they come back out to the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
Yeah, it's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Cincinnati.
In the shotgun, here's Browning. Has him on the quick hitter. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Bengals looking at 2nd and 3. Coming from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete out to the right. They got the football caught, but not the first. That's not just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this one is out of bounds. No return on the kick.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st down, it's Nix. Completed to his running back. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Handoff. Here's McLaughlin. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, an inside handoff. McLaughlin. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Nix holds on to it. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. He'll call his number as a runner too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nix from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, he's going to run for it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's another Denver Broncos.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of last year's Week 1 season kickoff game. And this is Patrick Mahomes. He was sensational all afternoon. This one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. And this is a team that was ready to answer the bell, and they show it right here. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's Brock Purdy hooking up with the Florida product, Ricky Pearsall. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. The 49ers get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Set to kick this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. In that first half, they just... Play fake, Browning. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Throwing is Browning. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Holding left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. From the gun, a give to Brown. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. What we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthy during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who are hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they could jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
Throwing on third down, Browning. He puts everything behind this one. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals drop the lead back to 13.
23. Bengals 10.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Gets everything he has under this throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
43 yards. And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Nix holds on to it. Breaks the Nix is hit. He lost that football. And now the Bengals have it. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. But where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Throwing now, following the turnover. Looking slant route, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 18.
The option, here's Brown. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. 1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Brown again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bengals first down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Brown quick on the draw here. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up too.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
10 now.
at the 49-yard line.
Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Looks like they go an option keeper on 1st and 10. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All right, right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Trying to get it with the option. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. To the air, Browning. Buys top. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And gotta imagine, Brock, there's an appreciation for the conviction they had going for it on 4th down the last drive. Just didn't have the results they needed.
You know, so many teams, and really the data today tells you to have a 4-down mindset, Kate, especially when you cross midfield. I'll be curious if they've got that kind of conviction after missing in the last one.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running it again with Dobbins. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Now inside handoff to Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
a loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
To throw, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
Punt team on the field. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
45-yard line.
scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in like double digits, and they nearly got it there.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. It's a give here for Dobbins. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Again, it's Dobbins. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Can't manage even a yard on 2nd and goal, and they'll have 3rd and goal from the 5.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Nix to throw. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the 4th. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Broncos will line up for the...
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. First down throw, here's Browning. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
At the 49-yard line.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
And a Bengal first down.
From the shotgun, here's Browning. Finds him over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down, Bengals.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down carry for Brown. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Browning from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Now shotgun handoff to Brown. And he gets in, touchdown. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Bengals shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Bengals 17.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
On the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second down.
On second down, here's Dobbins.
28-yard line.
And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Broncos first down.
Handoff headed right, McLaughlin. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Back now, pressure on its way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. Team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
On second, it's Brown. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Browning. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left with 4th down here.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. He breaks the tackle. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, McLaughlin. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
He was brought down by Daxton Hill. That's a
Nick's trying to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for our Broncos.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun hands off to Harvey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now a toss. It's McLaughlin. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third and long for Nix. Connecting on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The kick by Lutz is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult. Now 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Here's Browning now. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To the air, 3rd and long. This connects with Higgins. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
Number 5, T. Higgins. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
Back to throw, Browning. Looking right, and he finds him. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
Now it's Browning. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Another try following the sack. Quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Here he is on third and long. Dump-off caught by his back. Broke through the tackle. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
7 yards. It's now fourth down.
Shotgun handoff to P-Rod. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. This drive's going to start with a run by McLaughlin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Offense to the line for second down. Mix off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards.
On third down, here's Nix. He lofts it deep right side. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Broncos grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you gotta wonder if they're gonna be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 10 now. Browning. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
He's running for it. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. I can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. To the air, Browning. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Broncos offense all set to go. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
10 yards. And the Broncos first down. First down and goal to go.
Here's McLaughlin. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Again, it's McLaughlin. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's third and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.